The case of Darwin Nunez is one of the most interesting in world football. And with Liverpool losing to Everton most recently and virtually being considered out of the Premier League title race, Nunez has seemed to be sort of a scapegoat for Liverpool's recent dodgy performances. And if we're being completely honest here, it's in some ways justified, in some ways it's not justified. Because let's be real, Darwin has missed some huge chances that if Liverpool had converted, maybe this title race would be completely different. But on the flip side of things, some of our fans sort of have short-term memory, and they forget some of the goals that Darwin has put in that even put us in a title race in the first place. But it's this sort of back and forth which, in my opinion, makes him one of the most interesting players in world football. You can look at him one way, or you could look at him another way. But if you're watching this video, I'd like to ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe, because we are going to be breaking down the curious case of Darwin Nunez. A massive factor which I think skews people's perspective of Nunez is how he was perceived when he first joined Liverpool. You see, Darwin was signed as a record transfer from Liverpool, which in and of itself is a huge expectation amongst Liverpool fans and football fans alike. But it wasn't just the fact that Darwin Nunez was a record transfer. It was also that he was being compared to Man City's most recent signing of a forward, Erling Haaland. And the comparison kicked off really quickly, with Liverpool and Manchester City facing each other in the Community Shield. A game in which Darwin Nunez had direct involvement in Liverpool winning, with him drawing a penalty that was converted by Mo Salah and scoring the winner. And in this comparison, well, let's just say this was a game that Erling Haaland probably wanted to quickly forget. But Darwin Nunez's Premier League season kind of went a little topsy-turvy fairly soon on, with him headbutting Joachim Andersen against Crystal Palace and being sent off. You see, a lot of fans were upset with Nunez because while Liverpool went on to win the game, at the time that he headbutted Andersen, Liverpool were tied, and going down to 10 men clearly wasn't ideal. And going through the remainder of the season, the comparison between Nunez and Haaland, it kind of went astray. Haaland went on to have a record-breaking season, winning the Golden Boot and coming second in the Ballon d'Or. And Nunez, well, he was okay, I guess. In 42 games in all competitions, Nunez scored 15 goals and 4 assists, which is pretty good, except he was a record transfer signing. But what Nunez did provide was a lot of promise, and that's what led a lot of Liverpool fans to be hopeful for this season. And so far this season, in 50 games in all competitions, Nunez has 18 goals and 13 assists, clearly improving from last season. So why are Liverpool fans upset? If he's clearly improving, scoring more goals and scoring more assists, why is everyone up in arms about this guy? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's that Darwin's biggest problem from last season, he hasn't improved on this season. And that's just that he misses a lot of opportunities. And that's why he's been the scapegoat for Liverpool's most recent run of dodgy form, is that Darwin had a lot of big chances in those games that had he converted, Liverpool could still be in a title race. But what I don't think a lot of Liverpool fans remember is that we were in a title race because of Darwin. People forget that earlier in the season when we traveled to St. James's Park to play Newcastle, our captain and center back had been sent off, and when we were down 1-0, Darwin Nunez came on and scored a brace to earn us the 3 points. And a lot of Liverpool fans forget that Darwin Nunez came on as a substitute against Nottingham Forest and scored a last-minute winner to also earn us 3 points. So it's using these examples to where you can kind of see the duality of the player and the duality of the mindset of all of the fans. Because in my opinion, you can't argue that Darwin doesn't miss big opportunities. There are literal highlight reels on YouTube that you can look up that Darwin is just missing big chances. But you also can't ignore the fact that he's had huge goals for us, which we wouldn't have been in the title race in the first place had he not had that impact in those games. So I think when you take all of the points in this video, I think that's the catalyst for why Liverpool fans feel so strongly one way or another about Darwin. And moving forward, we have to make a decision on Nunez. Are we going to keep him and try to improve on Nunez and hope he comes good and these big chances that he's missing he'll convert? Or do we sell him while he still has a value? In my personal opinion, I want to keep Nunez. I think the dude can really come good. He puts himself about the pitch so well, and I think he just needs to get finishing under control, and I think he'll be outstanding for us. But I'm interested in what you think. Please let me know down in the comments how you feel about Darwin Nunez. Should he stay at Liverpool? Should he leave? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't at this point, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and click that little notification bell. And while you're at it, don't forget to like the video. I really appreciate any and all support I could be given, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.